Hey guys, my name is Arnav Chakravarti and you're listening to the podcast is Wrestling Radio by Arnav Chakravarti. If you want to collab with me, then email us. Business email is available on YouTube in About section. And my podcast was available on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Amazon Music, YouTube, and many more. And absolutely, this podcast is related to wrestling related, such as New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE, All Elite Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and many more wrestling entertainment companies that I'm talking about the reviews, some spoilers, some everything that is gonna available on my podcast. So just listen. Bye. Hello guys, Arnav Chakravarti here and listening to a podcast is the Wrestling Radio by Arnav Chakravarti and Happy New Year 2021. This year I expect and everybody will expect that this year will be best year, but I don't know will coronavirus go on for all over the world permanently or not, because no vaccine came and everybody knows that everybody was still suffering and can't enjoy for a festival like that. If you live in America, if you live in India, and if you live in other countries, you can't celebrate properly because you maintaining social distancing, wearing masks. This is awkward because and regularly washing hands using sanitizer, hand wash regularly. Oh my god, this is absolutely awkward and absolutely tired situation for every person. So this is absolutely awkward. Nobody can tolerate this, and I can't tolerate this. Everybody needs some space, and if you occupy the space, then you didn't get any kind of a attention like that. So this is absolutely bad. And if you're thinking that 2021 is here but coronavirus is gone, then I think it's wrong. It will be getting lower day by day, but it takes so many months. I think it should be recovered to get normal in all over the world. It's not so safe because some countries are maintaining social distancing and some countries are not, because everybody was getting frustrated day by day, night by night, everything. Okay, this is episode 9 and I'm talking about AEW Dynamite Brodie celebration. Let's talk about some of the shocking things I saw. There are so many matches, so many shocking matches that gets so many tribute to Brodie. So many AEW wrestlers have given a tribute to Brodie. You can just say that, aka Luke Harper. And I know everybody knows Brooke Harper was no more. That's why they're giving rest in peace. And everybody have full of tears and cries. Everybody was getting heartfelt. So that, and I can just shock about that. Eric Rowan, he debuted on AEW. Oh my God, Eric Rowan, he's here on AEW Dynamite. Everybody doesn't know that why Eric Rowan is doing here. Eric Rowan is why Eric Rowan is doing here. How's he doing here? You can just say about that. Why he came back to get tribute to his brother. Everything. You can just say about that. Everything about late. You can just say that. What can I say about it? I can just say about that. Eric Rowan was the GOAT. He's greatest of all time. I just love Eric Rowan because he's back on TNT. But I can just say about that Eric Rowan was the most underrated superstar in WWE history, in independent circuit, a long time. But I can just say about few words that Eric Rowan came in giving us so much surprise. He is the former tag team partner of Bludgeon Brothers, Wyatt families. Well, I can say a few words. Eric Rowan, welcome to the AEW because Eric Rowan is all lit. I don't know if he signed a contract for a match or not, but I can just say that Eric Rowan came and made a face choke slam to MJF's tag team partner. This was absolutely awesome. I was completely in shock that Eric Rowan was in AEW. It was absolutely unbelievable that he will be coming back. And I want to tell you something that AEW Dynamite results, winners reaction, highlights from Brodie tribute show, and I saw that the TNT Championship was getting retired. And have you ever noticed that TNT Championship? I'm talking about the design of the TNT Championship. The design was getting retired, but TNT Championship will getting a new design. I think it's a good thing. Let's see. This week's episode of AEW Dynamite was originally going to be part of AEW's 2-week celebration of the new year, but after Brodie died Saturday, it was turned into a tribute show. Okay, never in wrestling, television wrestling entertainment get tribute into AEW. AEW has decided to make this pay-per-view as a special pay-per-view for Brodie because nobody WWE gives a tribute, but WWE never gives a special day for this death ceremony like that. Just like Brodie's, AEW got some special like that. Okay. Lee's real name John Huber was the leader of the Dark Order, and one way the company honored him was by having every match on the card include at least one member of the group. Cody Rhodes and Orange Cassidy teamed up with Tan to take Ricky Starks, Brian Cage and Will Hobbs. Chris Jericho provided commentary throughout the night. We also saw Anna Jay and Tay Conti face Dr. Britt Baker and Penelope Ford and much more. Since this week's episode is a tribute show to Lee, we have chosen not to grade the matches and instead we focus on recapping the action and how AEW paid tribute to him. Let's take a look at everything from Wednesday's show. In India, you can just say it's a Thursday's show. It's Wednesday, you know what that means. I can just say it's Thursday and now it's Friday. I'm making light because it telecasted on today on India on 6:30 a.m. But I'm wake up at only 9:30 because I'm getting so much busy about my personal life. So in this professional life podcast, I'm getting very late to upload. But I think it's okay. It's okay. It's late, but everybody will listen my podcast and listening. And I'm so much shocked that South Africa goes to my podcast. Yes, this is unbelievable. Okay, I can say that I think it's getting too much higher. Okay. Dynamite opened with the entire roster of the stage. Jim Ross said Lee's signature catchphrase before they stood silent for a 10-bell salute. Lee's family was on the stage with wrestlers and his eldest son Brodie Jr. could be seen wearing a Dark Order mask. I can say that Brodie Jr. I think has signed in AEW for future promotions. He is now a kid, but I can just say I think this kid will be good for AEW business Business is business. If you are promoting the nepotism, but I can just say that nepotism is not the best thing. You can just see in WWE, Rey Mysterio is the star. His son was promoting directly Monday Night Raw because this is a nepotism. I can just say that nepotism is not a problem, but I can just say if you have a talent, if you have a passion, if you have full of entertainment, then nobody, no freaking body can stop. No freaking body can't stop. Okay, so let's continue again. We then cut to a video of John Moxley talking about how hard it was to come up with the right words to pay tribute to his friend. He talked about knowing Lee for over a decade and how they fought in bingo halls and stadiums together. Mox spoke about how Lee always told him how much he loved being a father and closed by saying he loved Lee like a brother and will never forget him. The first match kicked off shortly about after with Matt Hardy and Private Party taking on Colt Cabana and the Young Bucks. I just say Colt Cabana and the Young Bucks got victory. The Young Bucks and Colt Cabana versus Matt Hardy and Private Party. Cabana and Asia Cassidy started for the teams. The Bucks and Cabana kept the upper hand for a long time and sent Hardy out of the ring with a triple dropkick. The rest of the match unfolded like a typical six-match contest. Each team had multiple sequences and double team moves as they traded control back and forth. The Bucks and Cabana dominated more than Private Party and Hardy, but not by a huge margin. All six men had their time to shine, and we saw just about every combination of opponents this match could produce. It was smart to start the show with this spot. It was fun paced and helped bring the mood up in the building after the emotional opening. Oh yeah. This night was a celebration of Lee's life and the business he loved. He would have wanted people to have fun and enjoy the show. This match helped put people in the mindset. Cabana scored the win after the Bucks hit a massive drive, and he followed up with a Superman dive into a pin. Brodie Jr. home, the announcers called -1, was shown in the crowd cheering after the match. The acclaimed came out and was about to complain about the Dark Order dominating the show, but SCU showed up and threw them into the ring so Cabana and the Bucks could take the team down. Oh, let's see in the next match. Lance Archer, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno versus Eddie Kingston, Butcher and Blade. Okay. Darby Allin spoke about after the break about how he met Brodie when he debuted in AEW and immediately wanted to wrestle him. He said Lee had no ego and wanted to elevate everybody. Allin said he would be Lee's brain because he was always willing to share. Lance Archer came out in jeans and a tank top looking like Lee's WWE persona. Luke Harper, Eddie Kingston grabbed a mic and said he loved and missed Brodie before going into heel mode and saying the Dark Order is nothing without him. Yes, it's absolutely good. The main boss of the Dark Order is Brodie Lee. And everybody was crying that Brodie Lee is no more. And my heart also, obviously, personal, getting felt because I can't believe that in 2020 he's no more. He lost this ring, he got so much respect after his death. After I can just say that he is the champion and he deserves AEW World Heavyweight Champion. He got an opportunity but lost to Jon Moxley. I can just say that this is not a Jon Moxley sport. This is a competition. And if you lost, if you win, it doesn't mean that you doesn't deserve this champion. You deserve this champion. That's why you fight for this champion. And you supposed to win. If you have a brain, if you have a guts, then nobody can stop you to win this championship. Look at Kenny Omega. He beat Jon Moxley in AEW Dynamite on last week's Dynamite. Or I can just say that Kenny Omega, he is the best man. Oh yes. Okay. Evil Uno attacked Kingston before the bell to kick off a big brawl. The Murder Hawk monster helped Uno and Stu Grayson take out all three men on the opposing team. Grayson filled the role of the guy who takes all of the damage from the other team before he was able to hit one of Lee's signature moves. As the show went to a break, we returned to see Kingston and Uno slapping the life out of each other. Archer came in and ran over everybody before he walked across the top rope and hit an impressive moonsault to the blade. Uno and Grayson hit their double team finisher on the blade to score the win. Once again, the wrestlers of AEW put on a wild match that entertained from start to finish. The entire Archer war was a nice touch, but the performance of all six men is what stood out the most. After the bout, AEW played another tribute video with several people sharing their thoughts on Lee, Cash, Wheeler, Arn Anderson, Cabana, and Bryce Ramsburg spoke about how he was a great family man. Yes, Hangman Page, AJ Reynolds, and John Silver versus MJF, Santana, and Ortiz. Yes, this match I see a full match. It was completely awesome and shocking that nobody could just say that this match was absolutely unstoppable. Okay. John Silver wore his own version of Lee's attire for his match alongside Alex Reynolds and Adam Page against MJF, Santana, and Ortiz. You can just say Adam Page or Hangman Page next time. MJF had the Puerto Rican flag on his trunks. Puerto Rico. Everybody knows that it's another country of Latin America. Everybody supporting like that. Silver and Reynolds threw some pepper at their opponents as a reference to what Lee would do to them on being the elite. MJF rolled out of the ring and yelled at Brodie Jr., the young nigger -1 stood resilient. Just like the previous bouts, this one followed a familiar formula. Everybody had a chance to be in control, but for some reason this one seemed a bit more cohesive. The pace was steady and the teamwork on both sides was crisp. John Hungee got that hot tag when we returned from a break and went on a rampage. He single-handedly took out everyone on the opposing team. Silver hit some great spots before MJF hit him with the Heat Seeker. Santana and Ortiz tried to pin him, but Reynolds made the save. Wardlow took Reynolds down and Eric Redbeard, the former Eric Rowan, showed up to take him out of the equation. MJF ripped the mask off, brutally, and the little man hit him with a candlestick. The match ended with Silver and Olsen Page getting the win. Redbeard joined them in the ring with a sign for Lee and tears in his eyes. You can just say that Eric Redbeard tag team partner. I can just say Brodie Lee's tag team partner Eric Redbeard. Eric Rowan in WWE. I don't know will AEW put Eric Rowan or Eric Redbeard. I don't know. I think it will be done. This was somehow the most fun and the most emotional match up to this point. Everything with Lee's son was done so well and he performed in a way that would have made his dad proud. AEW just gave Brodie Jr. the memory of a lifetime. Everything about this was exactly what it needed to be. Kingston shared his thoughts about Lee and how much he will miss him. He could barely keep himself from crying as he spoke directly to Lee's family through the camera. I can just say about that, this is absolutely good for something. He's the best. I can just say that. One single thing I want to tell you something that I forgot to say about that. After starting the show, everybody, including Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, so many wrestlers, creator teams, and referees, announcers, joined into his show and rang 10 times to get tribute for Brodie Lee. And AEW made a video, the tribute video for Brodie Lee. I was completely shocked that this video has included WWE stars in the past photos. It includes Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, other WWE stars, Sheamus, and I can just say that other WWE stars. It was included in AEW, but I think this is an old pics. But I don't know will this WWE stars returning to AEW for a major promotion or not. But I can just say about that, it will be a good day for AEW. And this AEW match was getting so much enjoyment and so much ratings, push ratings for higher. Nobody can say about that this match is a bad and badass. But I can just say about that it's a good. Everything is good. Nobody, no freaking body can say about that you are good for nothing. I can just say you are good for anything. Let's see. Anna Jay and Tay Conti versus Britt Baker and Penelope Ford. Okay, this is a Diva match, women's match. Let's see. Anna Jay and Britt Baker started the match with some chain wrestling. They each managed to get in some offense before Conti tagged in. This match took a slower approach than the six-man boats we saw earlier because there weren't as many moving parts. There was more time for each performer, so they paced themselves. Tay and Jay have teamed together before, but it was a little surprising to see Ford and Baker work so well as a unit. They had the heel tactics down like they have been working together this whole time. JK99 got the hot tag when we returned for a commercial. She hit a series of moves before Ford stopped her momentum. Conti dealt with Ford, leaving Jay and Baker together in ring. Liz Protege signaled to the sky and gave the Tarkot a gesture with tears in her eyes. She caught forward in a moonsault and locked in a slip